Alright, so it's currently 9 p.m. on New Year's Day. I wish I could have said that I got drunk last night and spent the whole day doing nothing, but yesterday I was offered the opportunity to go do some construction work in Connecticut, so I went to bed at 10 o'clock, missed the ball drop, and spent the whole day working. Now it's 9 p.m. and still stuff to be done around the house. So the other day I went to Home Depot and I finally bought a dehumidifier. And I bought a couple more LED light bulbs, which I'm going to finish retrofitting the rest of the light fixtures in the house with LED light bulbs. But the main purpose of today's video is to do an unboxing video of this dehumidifier that I got. It's made by GE, and the model is, it's an ADEL 45LY. This model is not, or this model does not come with a built-in pump. Some of the higher end dehumidifiers have a built-in pump. And basically what happens, there's a bucket in these units, and when those buckets reach the full point, the machine automatically senses that and the machine will shut off. The models with the pump feature, they have a built-in pump, and they include something like 15 feet of drain hose or something like that. It depends on the model, of course. So with that pump unit, you can route that drain hose either into a drain in your house or somewhere outside of the house. The thing is, with the pump models, I was reading a lot of the reviews, and a lot of people said they were having problems with the pumps. So I'm thinking at some point I would like to add a pump, but they sell actually aftermarket pumps for these dehumidifiers. So if you buy a good quality dehumidifier without a pump, you can always retrofit a pump in the future. So that's what I'm looking at doing. But alright, so I went with this GE unit for a couple reasons. One, this unit is designed for large rooms, large living areas. It doesn't have a square footage, but under room size it says large, so I would imagine this probably could do maybe 3,000 square feet, but then again, I really have no idea. The reviews on it were really good. A lot of the reviews said it was really effective, took a lot of moisture out of the atmosphere. And also, this is an Energy Star unit, which that's something important to me because I'm very energy conscious, and I'm trying to keep the utility bills as low as possible, at the same time maintaining the highest quality of life possible. So an Energy Star unit was definitely the way to go. So without further ado, let's start unboxing this thing and see what we got inside. So first thing I'll say, I do really like the packaging. I cut off these two straps and then I went to lift up the box, and this whole top section of the box slides right off the unit, which is awesome because oftentimes when you get an appliance, you got to cut off all the cardboard, but they engineered the packaging of this thing quite well. Seems to be protected adequately, and thus far I see no damage to the unit whatsoever. So far I'm impressed. Nothing like a sharp knife. Convenient handle, ergonomic. I like it. Another nice feature, on the underside of the machine, you will find that there are 4 swivel casters, which makes moving this thing around quite easy. The controls as well as the instructions are very easy to follow and understand. So first we have a power button, clearly that turns the machine on or off. Next we have a filter timer. Now, with this timer, what it does, after 250 hours of continuous operation, a light will come on here and the machine will automatically shut down, reminding you that, hey, it's been 250 hours, now it's time to clean out the filter, which it's a reusable filter. All you need to do is clean it with some mild detergent. Pretty straightforward. Next, you can adjust the humidity, which is pretty awesome. I read online that the ideal humidity for a basement is between 30 to 50%, so I'm going to set that probably at about 40 today, and we'll see how that does. This machine also comes with an option to run this unit continuously. To run this unit continuously, you just press this negative button until NS appears on the screen, which I would imagine stands for non-stop, and then this machine will just run continuously. Probably until you shut it off, or if you hit the 250 hour mark on the filter timer, and then you got to clean the filter, obviously. Next you have your fan speeds, which I think this has 3 fan speeds, high, medium, or low. And if you want to extract the maximum amount of moisture, then you want to set the fan speed to high. And finally, on the far right side of the control panel, we have a delay off button. While the dehumidifier is in operation, press the pad to set it automatically to turn off 2 hours or 4 hours, so that's a handy little feature. Here are some other important pieces of information that are noted in the instructions. You want to make sure that you run this dehumidifier when the temperatures are above 41 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius, and also you want to keep this unit at least 18 inches away from any wall or corner. So far, I'm really liking this unit. First things first, I think this thing looks really attractive. I really like the black. So many dehumidifiers that are made these days are white, and I just don't like the white. I think the black like really goes, and it's not an eyesore. It looks like it's really meant to be here. What else can I say about it? I like the bucket. I like the ergonomic handle, so when that bucket fills up with water, it's going to be really easy to take that bucket out and dump it outside or in the sink. It has the cleanable filter, which I like. The controls are very simple, straightforward, easy to understand, and also this thing is extremely quiet. So right now I have the fan on low, and this is pretty much as loud as like a little plug-in fan that you'd put on your desk. Now when I turn the fan to high, the best I can compare this to is it's probably just as loud as a high quality window AC unit, which it's really not that loud. I mean, you just got to put up with the fan noise. But as for the compressor running in there, because I think there's a compressor and a condenser coil, extremely quiet. I can barely hear the compressor. Loudest thing is the fan. I have the humidity set to 40%. Fan speed is on medium, so we'll let this run for a day or two. Then I'll bring the camera back down here and we'll see how much moisture we pulled out of the atmosphere. So it's been about 2 weeks now since I bought this thing, and so far I really have nothing but good things to say about this machine. It's extremely quiet, and it's been just removing a ton of moisture out of the basement. Thus far I've probably emptied out that bucket about 10 times, and I could have emptied out, or it actually could have extracted more water out of the basement, or humidity rather. But what happens is, after this bucket fills up, you can also see there's a little sight gauge. When it's about halfway, to me that means it's about 3/4 full. There's a little float right in here, so it'll automatically shut off the machine when the tank gets full. It's got this nice ergonomic handle, so it's really easy to empty out this bucket. And this is what will flash right here. There's just a little empty sign, and the machine will shut off to remind you that, hey, you need to empty the bucket. And also there is a reusable filter in here, so just after a couple months or whatever, just check that periodically and clean out that filter. One question I do have about the machine though, this is an Energy Star unit, and typically when you see an Energy Star sticker, you expect there to be some type of sticker on the side of the machine that says what the estimated annual cost to run something may be. Like you see that a lot on light bulbs and appliances, but I just don't know what it's costing to run this thing on a monthly basis or an annual basis, so I'll just have to wait for the electric bill to come and see if we see a big difference. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Great unit. Unfortunately, this cannot be purchased on Amazon, I don't think. I think this is something that you're just going to have to get at Home Depot, because I think they're one of the only places that sells this unit. But so far, I'd say this is probably the best dehumidifier I've ever purchased.